do a kettlebell Romanian deadlift, you're gonna hold a kettlebell in front of you and grab it by the top. You want your feet to be about shoulder width wide. And when doing a Romanian deadlift, remember that it's a hinge motion, so you're primarily working through the hips and moving through the hips, and the knees aren't getting quite as much movement, maybe just a little bit there at the end. So start by softening through the knees. Press your hips toward the rear as if you're closing a car door with your butt, and you're going to keep going until you get a pretty solid stretch on the hamstrings. So I'm right about mid-shin. From this point, I wouldn't continue to necessarily bend your knees. You don't have to go that low. About mid-shin is fine. So pressing the hips back and coming up. And it might be a different depth for you depending on your leg length, but that's kind of the feeling, is pressing the hips back, keeping a flat back, getting a big stretch through the hamstrings, and come up again. Make sure that you don't round through the upper back and reach down. We're not going for this. It's a different type of deadlift. Instead, we're trying to have the feeling of lifting through the chest, pulling the shoulders back slightly, keeping the abs engaged, and you're holding that tension in the torso as your hips move back.